Here's Abby Dahlkemper. Over to Crystal Dunn.
And they're really expansive in what they're doing, so Mexico has to take care of them. And I think this is a weak spot for the United States defensive set pieces.
And Mexico was so dangerous on set pieces in both their opener against Argentina. One of the two mentioned scoring that header goal. Here's the other, Karen Luna. Dunn to Horan.
To see her play a significant amount of minutes here. Oh my goodness.
What a tackle there by Luna on Horan. We play on to Lavelle, hero of that 2019 World Cup. Crystal Dunn towards the back post. And
two of the best defensive forwards there are internationally.
Crystal Dunn, 142nd cap for the Gotham player here tonight.
Out forwards, and as they build out of the back here, getting a little iffy. That also allows them to start with three traditional.
He took over on match day 2 for the U.S. Now Nair back in net again tonight. Dunn lost it, wins it back. Points, goal differential is the next thing, and Mexico right behind them. The U.S. has 9 points. Mexico with 8. Crystal Dunn winning it. Horan. Not going to be
playing an opponent who's going to have a little bit more of the ball or not give you as much space up on the field. And so we're seeing the United States here still nuances of the game that are the difference makers. Not, maybe not in the group stage, but when it comes to a knockout tournament, that's the difference between a goal and winning and maybe not.
Dunn able to keep it in on the far sideline. Horan, beautiful turn.
Or those passes that were on to play through the midfield are not really on. So can they utilize the channel a little bit more to stretch out that 5 in the midfield?
Beautiful by Dunn. What a youth in match 2, Tierna Davidson and Naomi Girma. Been interesting to see Twyla Kilgore.
Yeah.
Just 2 days rest between some group matches similar to this. The U.S. and Mexico both played Friday. So this is a good preview.
I think it was one of the biggest complaints from the World Cup is there weren't enough changes in the starting 11s and team.
Coffee looking to switch fields. Dunn directing traffic. A little bit of a miscommunication there with Lynn Williams, and it'll roll out. This is the first available off the bench tonight.
I think this game is actually, as the United States are just bringing
Mexico just allowing themselves a few minutes to breathe. Ovalle, Chasey. Now Nieto, number 16. Mexico wins it back. Here's Nieto looking to serve. Sanchez is available off the Mexico bench tonight. Jordan mentioned a star for the Houston Dash, of course, All-America at Virginia, and did score
the first 2 games, but now here coming down the left side, helping connect and build.
Ovalle and Dunn, what a battle. Dunn winning it that time. U.S. and Mexico submitting a joint bid for the 2027 Women's World Cup. Their competition, Belgium, Mexico, the U.S., of course, hosting back in 1999. The largest international crowd ever in Williams dispossessing Mexico.
Set up, and we've talked so much about the United States and their different formations, but this is a 3rd different formation that Mexico has played in this 3-game tournament so far. They're really playing out of a 4-3-3. Yes, it has iterated.
Coaching at Northern Arizona, but it speaks to, we all know how Spain plays. We saw them win the Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
He coached the U20 World Cup team in Spain to the title down in Costa Rica in 2022, and a lot of the young players who we saw in Group A. Coffee does look towards that back post, just able to punch it away as Barreras.
That looked like a handball.
Yeah. And the opener against Dominican Republic did not play against Argentina. Good bit of combination play.
Just CACAF qualifying has scored against this U.S. squad.
Jackie Ovalle. And this is why, as Jenny Ruiz-Williams said pre-match,
pressure instead of playing just in front of that midfield line the whole time.
mentioned how many
games like this and get this type of experience before the Olympic comes. I think that would be my biggest. And then Jenna Neiswanger would be a good addition to this game too, because she would
tracked by the goal scorer Ovalle. Sometimes you slip up and things should
works. It works.
And that's what it's all about. Again, 3 minutes of added time here. Coffey over to Dunn. Maybe one last chance for the United States. All right, so Rodman still in. Alex Morgan over to Dunn. Crystal Dunn.
Snaps on it, and Coffey hold a little bit more, try to pull that midfield line out, and then you can use the width of what an Olympic game is going to be like with something on the line here.
And Green, the goal scorer for Mexico, 38th minute. Beautiful finish to put Mexico up 1-0.
Don't let them back in. Go and attack with a little bit more force, breaking and beating that next line.
April of 2018, Mexico led that match 2-1 before the U.S. came storming back for a 6-2, and defense does well. Ovalle all the way back, helping out her defense. Maybe getting a little bit too cheeky with it there. But it works in Mexico's favor. Nieto. Dunn stepping up, playing further up the pitch now. Replacement for Mia Fishel, who tore the ACL last Monday. So that is why Alex is wearing yet another jersey in Republic for the U.S. There's going to be a quiz on that. Alex Morgan.
Black doing that.
It's one of the many critiques of the U.S. at the World Cup last summer. Mexico, Serena Davidson, Naomi Girma, Jenna Neiswanger, all available off the bench for Twyla Kilgore in the United States. So if this scoreline stands, the United States would likely finish fourth, the top
on a show here in the Gold Cup with the goals that they've scored. The ability to figure out what you want to do on the ball, but we're also not going to give you space in behind, as you can see them with Morgan dropping to deny the space.
Dunn to Morgan, trying to lay it off for Horan. Rodman with a step. Trinity Rodman with a chance here.
Ball speed we've seen through the lines from the United States. 4 passes, and they've beat both the midfield and the defensive line using Rodman on that internal run.
And it was in part due to a deflection.
Yeah.
Got a little bit lucky there.
But if you can't play direct over the top, well, how can you to what the team is doing, giving you, and saying, all right, well, this time methodical means 4 passes, second ball.
And lucky that time. Mexico with 5 corners. The United States just 1. Say Albert and Purse getting set to come on for the U.S. So far, Mexico has been the one with them. Dunn looking for Horan. United States team that has looked out of rhythm for most of this match. Horan. Dahlkemper to Albert. 1-0 Mexico. Casares. Corner kick, number 6 for Mexico. Frustration from Dunn. Albert to Dunn.
But here's the problem. Look at Dunn and
79th minute. Nervy moments here for the U.S. Starting to feel that clock maybe ticking a bit in their head. Rodman, the nutmeg to Dunn. Highlights of that last few nights. And I know it's not the Olympics, but saw that glimpse of Pedro Lopez. I think that this would be a world-shaking victory of sorts. Just letting
down the middle of the United States find an opportunity like that.
99th cap tonight for Alyssa Nair. looking to join Hope Solo and Brianna Scurry is just the third U.S. keeper to reach 100 caps. Casares, second half substitute, has been so good for Mexico. The United States with 40 victories, 1 draw, and 1 loss. These countries met for the first to Mexico in CONCACAF play. It was World Cup qualifying in 2010, November 5th of 2010, down in Mexico. 7 wins and a draw in her 8 matches since taking over as the interim head coach.